What up, Red Rose? I don't know if y'all can hear me. Let me know y'all can hear me. I'm still setting up as the show goes on. So let me know if y'all can hear me. I'm gonna be real quick. Gonna be real quick with this one. All right. As always, I'm just doing this to just get y'all thoughts on this and what y'all think about this. And I don't know why it's not showing on my. Why is it not showing? I can't find it on my computer. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Never mind. I found it. Why is it not showing? I can't. I found it. All right. Hold on. I need to find a chat. Pop out the chat. Pop out the chat. I'm gonna go right here. Let me pull y'all up right here behind me. All right. There y'all go. Finest Jules. Good evening. How you doing, sweetie? How you doing? Okay, what else need to pull up? I need it so I can get rid of that. So I can shut that down right there because I see y'all. Pull this right over here. Okay, that should work. And I think I got everything set up the way I want it to be set up. Okay. Real mamas, I ain't see you. Hey, baby, how you doing? Smoke, you in Memphis? Smoke is in my city. Hey, you in Memphis? I'm in Memphis too, bro. You know, hey, we in a different era, bro. So it is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chris Thorne Show. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on with y'all? This your man Chris Thorne. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Probably won't be a lot of people coming in because I just went straight and set this show up. I didn't do no setting like I usually do. I just pretty much came straight live to talk about this one. I just did it live on my backup channel 2.0. If you haven't seen it, please go see it. I talked about the young girl who lied and said so people cut her braids, and I'm just still wrapping my head around that. How a 12-year-old come up with a story like that, and made it a race issue. And not only that, I'm going to be speaking with a Black Panther that's down there probably tomorrow. He tried to go down there and get answers about what happened. So tomorrow I'm going to interview him, and he's going to tell me how he feel about the situation or whatnot. A Black Panther in Virginia. So I'll probably talking to him tomorrow. We got an interview coming up, so stay tuned for that. I would love to hear his thoughts on that. Plus, there's a video with him actually going down to the school trying to get answers as to what happened. So, kudos to that brother. Can't wait to talk to him. But other than that, though, good old Memphis, Tennessee, my hometown. Been here my whole life. I'm 39 years old. Been down here my whole 39 years. A living. And of course, you got homecoming king and queen. But again, people, we're in a different era and things have changed. And one thing has changed. The young man that you see right here, he's not homecoming king. They labeled him as homecoming queen. He is the queen of WHITESTATION High School down here in Memphis, Tennessee. I done seen this story pop up a whole lot of times. And I was debating on why I was going to touch it or not because of the YouTube with this bullshit. When it comes to stuff like this, you can't really say nothing about it because you violating policies to them. All right? But I don't get it, though. If we can't speak on it, then why put it in the public? Why can't content creators like me or anybody else speak their mind on shit that they see like this and get their opinions? Everybody don't agree with the shit that y'all do, all right? Some people agree with it. A lot of people don't agree with it. Some people is straight in the middle. They neutral about the whole situation. But at the end of the day, that's his life. You know, hey, if he chose that life, I mean, hey, he got to deal with it, okay? But it shouldn't stop people like me and other content creators, and other people who uses social media to speak their opinion. They should not get blocked and banned for speaking their opinion when they see some shit like this that they feel is kind of awkward. All right. So let me switch y'all over. And as always, I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about this. You know, it kind of blew my mind when I saw it. And when I first saw it, I thought it was a joke, but it's far from a joke. This shit is real. So let's see what happens. If an ad don't pop up, which I'm pretty much sure an ad finna pop up.
The picture has gone viral.
Oh, okay, here we go.
White Station High senior Brandon Allen's reaction to winning homecoming court. The photo was posted on the school's Facebook page and has caused many people to have mixed opinions on the 17-year-old's choice of attire, a sparkly gold dress with black heels. But Brandon says, despite what anyone says, he's always felt like royalty.
I always felt like I was a queen. I always felt like I am that business, I am that news, I am that, yes, I'm me.
Brandon says his school got rid of the title of king and queen and changed it to royalty, opening the door for any student to be able to win.
I was mad at the fact that like there's only could be one winner, and I was also sad at the fact that like everybody who tried their best didn't win.
The superintendent of Shelby County Schools and White Station's principal both stepped into the conversation on social media in support of Brandon winning the title.
I feel like I wasn't taking no risk. I was just doing what I was doing best and just do what I wanted to do.
Brandon says he's always lived by doing what makes him happy, and he says he encourages everyone to be who they are and live their life out loud.
Don't try to hide yourself all because some people might not accept you, because trust and believe me, there are going to be people who don't accept you, and you got to be like, oh, I don't care, I'm gonna do me, I'm gonna be myself truly and unapologetically.
Good for Brandon. Well, that was Kwamisha Wilburn reporting.
All right.
Cattle farm in Cherry Valley, Arkansas.
You know, the one thing that amazed me about this, how they changed it from homecoming queen to homecoming king to wherever they say they called it homecoming royalty. They even changed the name to it now, just, you know, I guess for him to participate in this and go for what he wanted to go for. Now, I want people to understand, for the people who have a problem with this and probably got a major problem with this, you have to understand, the students at this school, they voted for this, okay? Students at the school voted for this. They had to vote for this, all right? It is what it is. They had to vote for this in order for this young man to get the position that he's in. He comes to a game in a dress or whatnot, you know, I mean, you know, he says he always felt like he was royalty. And he just did what he did, and he's being unapologetic about it. Now, I got to give him his credit for being like that, but still, you know, I'm going to read you another article where people is having different mixed emotions about this. You know, they don't think it's too cool because they saying they feeling like, you know, it's breaking tradition. I kind of feel somewhat the same way. But y'all know the era that we living in now. You know, it's almost like it's all about them now. I heard now that it's to the point now that there's certain stuff that you can't say to them, certain words you can't use. And there's a couple other things too. It's just a lot of stuff you can't do now, or it's actually found offensive to them. And I think it actually could get you in trouble. And we know on YouTube, using certain words, it would definitely get you in trouble. So you have to be careful with your titles, and you have to be careful with the words that you use, which I'm trying my best to be careful with the words that I'm using, you know, when it comes to stuff like this. But I want y'all to think about this too. Should we really surprised that this happened? Because now you seeing videos of trans going to elementary school, and they allowed to go to elementary school and pretty much plant a seed in a child's head, pretty much saying that, you know, this is the way to go. Now that shit, I don't like. I don't like that at all. I will forever be against that, because children, those elementary kids, if you putting that shit in their bullshit in their head, to me, you're not giving them a chance to grow up and make the choice for themselves. It's almost like you making a choice for them. And I don't like that at all, okay? I don't think that should be allowed. Teenagers, fine. Elementary kids, That's a no-no to me. But society allows this bullshit, and a lot of people don't see nothing wrong with it by bringing them people around your children and telling your children it's okay to be like that. No, You make it teach them, I guess, at an early stage, the repercussion and make it come behind it. But even then, elementary school kids, I think that's still too soon to talk to them about that because their mind haven't fully developed yet for you to be bringing trans around kids, telling them story time about being cross-dressers and shit. I'm not cool with that shit, and I would never vouch for that. But teenagers, I'll let that ride, though, because they almost adults now. They're teenagers. I'll let it ride. Maybe y'all see it different. I had no idea. But maybe y'all see that shit different. But that shit with the elementary kids, I'm not cool with that shit at all. Not at all. Not at all. And I think it's a motherfucker ridiculous that these elementary schools are allowing them type of people to come in and tell your children that it's okay to be like this. No, you let my son and my daughter decide for themselves when they get up in age and able to make their own damn decisions if they want to be like that or not. I don't need you telling my fucking kid that this is the way they need to be at a young fucking age, okay? I don't need you telling them that. For that, I will be against that forever. Fuck you on that one. Real talk. At the schools who sit there allowing that shit, fuck you too. Fuck you. What up, Tria Bill? What up, Elaine? What's going on? All right, guys. In this article, again, in my hometown, Memphis, Tennessee, people is giving mixed reactions on how they feel about this. So we're going to hear what the people are saying with their mixed reactions or how they feel about this. And, hey, it's always, y'all can share y'all thoughts too, or how y'all feel about this. What's your reaction to it? Let's go.
Before discovering...
Oh, hell, a damn ad. Jesus Christ. Lady Ross Springs said, Crystal Snap, hey, smoke it. And that's the thing, bro. We on the Bible Belt, and they still allow this shit. You right, bro. We on a Bible Belt.
Crowned homecoming royalty at White Station High School is turning heads, but students who voted for him say they are proud. Good evening, I'm Annette Pegler. Senior Brandon Allen was crowned homecoming royalty while rocking a dress and heels. Local 24 News reporter Caitlin McCarthy spoke to Allen, students, and White Station alumni who have mixed reviews about him dressing like a woman. She joins us live in the studio for tonight's top story. Caitlin.
And then a current student I spoke with says he is proud
of
this type of diversity.
Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy.
Alum says it breaks tradition, but Brandon Allen says it's all about being true to yourself.
To be true to yourself is to always stay 100% you, no matter what situation, no matter what problem comes about, you always stay yourself.
Brandon Allen is now royalty at White Station High School, and he's breaking the status quo. This year's homecoming royalty is more inclusive with having a court, but not a king or queen. One current student says the moment was historic.
I was actually really proud of him. I'm glad that the school allowed this to happen, and it's really nice to see that the tradition of homecoming has been accepting of all sorts of people from all sorts of walks of life, including Brandon.
But an alum of White Station High says the school has had a long tradition of having a king and queen, and that tradition is still important to many of them.
I was in total shock. I was totally shocked. Because this is not something I would ever expected to come out of White Station.
The school's principal responded to the homecoming court decision on Facebook. She says, quote, "It's Brandon's right to run for homecoming court under Title IX. It's the student's choice of who they want to support as homecoming royalty." And Allen is grateful that his classmates are so supportive of who he chooses to be.
And don't ever think that you can't do anything, because if people thought like that, then we probably wouldn't have presidents or anything else in between. So just keep on being you.
And now we want to hear from you. You can head to our local Memphis Facebook page where you can add your comments. In the studio, Caitlin McCarthy, Local 24 News.
Frank's Red Hot. I put that on.
Like I told y'all, just like the lady said, it's a tradition being broke. And I agree with that. It is a tradition being broke. But who's allowing this tradition to be broke? That's the question. Who's allowing it to be broke? Now, at the same time, I never read when I was going to school that I guess a man cannot go for homecoming queen. I never read it that they couldn't, but because I guess back then when I was growing up, I'm an 80s baby, that it meant what it was. A king is a male and a queen is a female. But again, y'all know the shit that's being pushed now. So, really, shit is really be surprising. Not really, because the bullshit that's being pushed with all these agendas going on. The gays and all the LGBTQ, and they comes at adding extra letters to the shit. So what's going to be next? LGBTQYZ? What is going to be called next? So they are winning. Let's just put it the way it is. They are winning. There's no way around it. We can sit up and bitch and moan and cry all damn day. They are winning. Because anytime they can get you or get platforms such as YouTube, Instagram, where the fuck that you want, that you have to be very careful of the words that you use when you're talking about them, or they can get you shut down. They are fucking winning. That's all it is to it. They fucking winning. What's going on, Queen? How you doing, dear? You through with your live? Cause I want to come over there and holler at you, but I thought about but I was doing this though. How you doing, babe? Trivia said, if you're a gay, cool, as long as you're not hurting anybody. But when you start having tradition and policy change because of your sexual orientation, then that's where it comes from. And see, and that's what I'm going to try to get in. When you allow this stuff to happen, then it's going to cause problems. Because what about the girls now? Just that knock the girls at the home plate who really working hard to get homecoming queen? Is they knocking the girls at the plate? All right. So now what's going to happen now? Who you think going to be homecoming queen in the years coming? Now it's going to be females now want to be labeled as homecoming queens. So is it really fair that y'all allowing this tradition to be broke of people who really trying to get this position? If it's this the case now, a man can come and knock females out now and he wearing dresses and shit and he knocked them out the spot like that, then what the hell would it even matter if other people would go for that position if y'all allowing this to happen? All right? I have no problem with this man's sexuality. Let him do what he gonna do. But the tradition part and the morality part, I kind of do got a problem with it. But again, should we really be surprised? Should we really be surprised? So here's what it says. Memphis, Tennessee, White Station School crowned a young man homecoming royalty. Notice they not saying homecoming queen. And see, this let you know that someone full of shit because y'all call him a queen on the damn thing. But now in the article shit, you change it to homecoming royalty. The fuck that supposed to mean? Homecoming royalty. What the fuck that supposed to mean? And homecoming royalty as he wore a dress and heels on Friday night. Students at the high school showed support, but some of the alumni said it broke tradition. The school wanted to make the homecoming court more inclusive by eliminating the titles of king and queen and calling it a royalty court. Really? Really? Brandon Allen, who is openly gay and a White Station High School senior, said this was an exciting moment for him. He said wearing a dress and heels when he was crowned made him feel more true to himself. To be true to yourself is to always to stay 100% you, Allen said. No matter what situation, no matter what problem comes about, you always stay yourself. The students voted for the winners of the royalty court. Yeah, see that what I'm saying? The students had to vote for this. That's how he won. The students had to vote for it. And you had a whole lot of people that voted for this man trying to make a stand. That's all it is. Just trying to make a stand. Student Max Sindelbein, if I said that right, said he was proud to see the tradition of homecoming become accepting of all different types of people. All right. It says, it makes me feel pretty proud of what we're doing here at White Station, Sindelbein said. It makes me feel proud of our student community. It makes me feel proud of Brandon and it's historic. However, a few members of the alumni said they were not pleased with Allen winning. Michelle Payne, a member of the White Station High School class of 1990, said this breaks a long tradition that is still important to the alumni. I was in total shock, Payne said. Totally shocked because this is something I would never expect come out of White Station. White Station High School principal Carrie Hollins said she is proud of her school and the acceptance of her students show one another. Is Brandon right? Listen, is Brandon right to run for homecoming court Under the Title IX, Holland said, it's the student's choice who they want to support as homecoming royalty. I'm exceedingly proud to be in the principal of our amazing school. White Station High School loves and supports everyone regardless of who they are or what they believe. Thank you for the love and light from so many of you. Alice said he was proud to be a winning member of the royalty court and wants others to see you can be true to yourself and still be embraced by others around you. Well, I can see a protest coming soon about this. If the Illuminati has a problem with this, then yeah, it's going to be a protest about this. I don't know how soon it's going to be, but it's going to be one. I just feel it. I can feel it in my bones. It's coming. You know, it's going to be a protest about this. I don't think the Illuminati are going to sit back and just let this happen like this. They finna get on this right quick, fast, on a double, and probably make sure that this shit don't happen again. You know, but you know, hey, just like they saying it was Brandon's choice, I get it. It was his choice. But if it's other people's choice that they do not accept this, so it's their choice too. So you can't sit up there talking about somebody homophobic or transphobic or whatever the fuck you want to call it with somebody that don't agree with what's going on. Just like it's his choice, it's our choice too not to agree with it. Me personally, I've been out of school since '99. I really don't give a fuck, to be honest. It ain't hurt me. It really ain't hurt me at all. So I personally don't give a fuck. You know, but at the same time though, you know, I mean, people take tradition real serious, and to allow somebody just to break the tradition, you know, it bothers a lot of people. It does. But again, I just want to get it out there. Since y'all hot about, you know, hey, it's his right to do this, to do that, and it's the student's right to vote him, I give you that. But it's also everybody else's right to disagree about what the fuck they seeing, including the Illuminati. It's their right to disagree with this shit, and if they do try to what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? I want to say counter strike, but that's not the word I'm looking for. Shit, y'all know what I'm saying. They do where the fucking word I'm looking for? Y'all know what I'm talking about. But if Illuminati choose to go and you know, counter strike this shit, they got a right to do so. If they don't agree with it, they got a right to do so. It is what it is, you know. But in the long run, you know, hey, more power to the brother, you know. I mean, that's what he want. That's what he want. If that's what the students want, that's what they wanted, you know. But I'm going to say this too. Just what if some of these people's hands was forced? What if some people's hands was forced to do this? Then what? My man Trill Bill says it's almost like gay guys see women, particularly black women, as competition. Lady Royal Supreme said ain't no values no more. People just reckless in decision making. Real Mama said my problem is with the fact they totally eliminated the tradition king and queen position. Are we to be ashamed of being straight? Thank you. I like that. Thank you. Cole Pepsi said she agreed with Lady Royal Supreme. Cole Pepsi said that's the problem, giving children too many choices. Yep. My man Smokey said I bet his daddy is nowhere in sight. More like he probably ain't. As a matter of fact, that was his mama who y'all seen in the picture. That was his mama. Of course, mama ain't gonna say nothing. You know, mama proud. Mama proud of her son. She proud of it. You know, so hey, how about that? Good old Memphis, Tennessee. That Bible Belt don't mean shit no more. But I got a feeling though, it's gonna be a protest coming. My man Smoker said if that principal would have spoke up about the situation, she would have been fired. Yep, more like she probably would have. She probably would have. Bring Big Mama back. Red Rose said, here's the thing. If you deny them their opportunity to participate due to their sexuality, and they will protest that. Of course they would. You already know. Of course they would. Nobody ain't even, look, here's the thing. Nobody's not even protesting trans going to elementary school and teaching them shit. Nobody's protesting that. And I'm real shocked by that. You would think that'd be one of the main things that people will protest is trans going to elementary school telling your young children this bullshit. There is nothing. Me personally, I could be wrong. There is nothing a trans could tell my young elementary son or daughter. There's nothing you could tell them right now. That's not what they're there for. All right? Let them grow up and see the world for themselves. Then when they get up in age, if they curious about it, then yeah, I'm fine with that. But them as toddlers, that shit ain't cool with me. It's not. It's not. The only thing you're doing is pushing that bullshit on children. That's my opinion. You just pushing that bullshit on them. That shit ain't cool. Now for that, I'll fight for that. I don't give a fuck. You call me homophobic all you want to. I'll fight for that now. You sit up there talking to my children about that bullshit. I'll fight for that. Fuck you. I'll fight for that. Fuck you. Rio, I will go to that school and fight for that. Y'all got me fucked up now, man, for real. Nah. These kids is too young to be learning about cross-dressing and bullshit like that. Chris said king, queen, and third party court jester. Yeah, maybe. Oh boy. Red Rose, what you mean all gays think what way? I never said all gays did. But I would ask you, what you mean they don't think what way? Cole Pell said people's also messed up now to they don't know the differences between right and wrong because there's nothing right about that. Yep. That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it. But I went for Red Rose. She said that all gays ain't what way. What are you talking about? Let me see what she said real quick. Thank you, Lady Royal Supreme. Preferences for grown folks are of age children. You a child, so you do what I tell you. Yes, no longer exists. It doesn't exist anymore. Absolutely, I like that. Absolutely, but I'm waiting on Red Rose to see what she's talking about. He said Malik Yoba to daddy. I don't know what Malik Yoba doing. I don't know what the fuck he doing. She said they don't all push the ideology onto children. Some of them have children of their own. Well, I never said they did. First of all, dear, I never said they did. I never said all of them did. Cole Pep said, I don't know what way they are, but they better not come my child's way. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm not cool with that. If they try to do that, I'm not cool with that. 2P said exactly, Chris. She said, hey, chat. I agree. I'm going to my grandkids' school and force that because I don't feel they need to know that bullshit. Not at that age. I don't think they need to know that either. Not at that age. Y'all get that thumbs up for your boy. Tribute said, no, we shouldn't protest their basic human right to receive public education, but we can protest what they teach in our schools, LGBT history courses. Yeah. Elementary kids don't need to know about that right now. Teenagers, not a problem. Cole Pell said we're talking about children, not adults. Yeah, that we're talking about children. Yeah, we're talking about children. Yeah. Siva said they have medical doctors endorsing children changing their sex. I heard about that. I did. I heard about that. Curry said they need a third spot, not take away the king and queen spot. Call it royal son. Curry, yes. I don't like that. Keep homecoming king and queen. Why would you change that? Keep homecoming king and queen. You should have to change that. You should keep that. Because again, what about the women who trying to become queen? What about the men who trying to become king? Keep the tradition going. And maybe add a third slot or something. Don't know how the fuck it work. But yeah, don't take away the tradition. That's all I'm saying. Railroad said, "Do you know they teach that in elementary schools now?" I saw a poster on it the other day at elementary school. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they teaching that shit in school, but why they doing it in elementary school though? So wait a minute, wait. Railroad, you fine with that being taught to elementary kids? I'm not. Matter of fact, anything sexual, I don't think should be taught to elementary kids. Period. If you ask me, I don't think anything sexual should be taught to elementary kids. Period. The only thing that should become close even to teaching them that is about who's allowed to touch them in certain places. That's the only closest I get to that. You got a son or a daughter, you change them, stuff like that, you tell them nobody else is allowed to go near that. All right? Nobody is allowed to go near your private area. I say that. Tribute at homecoming non-binary person. This high school, Curry. This high school. Wait a minute. What you asking? Hold on. What's your question, Curry? Maybe so I can answer you right. A 2P said, "I'm blessed. Thank you for asking." Exactly, Chris 100. Red Rose said, "Kids are mentally capable of taking in all the information. Let them be kids." Thank you, Red Rose. That's all I'm saying, Red Rose. That's all I'm saying. Cole Pep said, "I know they better be getting parents' permission to do that bullshit." Yes. Lady Rose Prince said, "Too much exposure these days. Stay in child's place no longer exists." No, it doesn't. I'm trying to see what Kira was asking. She said, "Is this college or high school? Which are you talking about the story I just did, or are you talking about the transgender thing being pushed in school? Which one are you talking about?" Kira said there has to be respect all the way around. I agree with that. It does. Silver said they have a whole medical building in my home state to treat young children as young as 6 years old about changing their sexuality. That's a damn shame. Elementary school. Like I said, if they doing it in high school, I don't have a problem with that, because in high school you almost being an adult. You almost at the age now where you could decide what you want as far as that aspect goes. So if they doing it in high schools, then yes, I could rock with that. I had no problem with that, But elementary children, come on, seriously? Elementary children? No, that shit ain't right. That ain't right. Lady Rose Springs said they have too much on TV these days for children. It's just too much reckless shit. Yep. It is. Yes. Anyway, guys, Tribute said elementary and middle school is no fly. Middle school too. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Tribute. Yeah, no middle school either. That's a no-fly zone. That's no fly zone. No fly zone. Yes. She said, "Don't get me wrong." She said, "Take it away to you. Kids can barely read talking about sex." Thank you. Red Rose said, "Don't get me wrong. I respect their decision in regards to their sexuality, but when it's pushed and shoved at every place, there's the issue." Yep. Sylvia said, "These children are making adult decisions they may later regret." Yep. Kira said, "They are too young to be having a sexual relationship in grade school." Pretty much. But, but by you doing this, though, I mean, shit, I don't know. What up, Cortez? Hey, Cortez, when you gonna send me that beat, man? Or do you just want me to download it from your channel? Because you got it right. You got it right on point. Bro. Anyway, guys, that's the story tonight from good old Memphis, Tennessee. Again, if you didn't see the stream I did on my backup channel, You just see the stream I did on my backup channel on 2.0. Go check it out right now. Rio, I was hoping you would have showed your face because there was another case where the girl, they said she was dealing with bullying. That's why she did what she did. She lied and said that 3 white boys held her down and cut her hair. But it was all fabricated. And it says something in the article that she has been a victim of bullying. So I asked the question, why does she make this story up? Is she looking for attention? Is she crying wolf for attention because people are not listening to her? Or is it something wrong because her parents talk about getting her counseling? Or 4, could the parents have coached her into doing that? As a matter of fact, let me find that link for y'all. Y'all want to go take a look at it? I'll post that link in there. Well, let me find that link and y'all go take a look at it yourself. Yeah, and Ria, I think I did post that show in your group or whatnot, so y'all can take a look at that or whatnot. So they go to link, guys. Take a look at that, and y'all get y'all thoughts about what that young lady did. You know, me personally, it bothered me that she did that because how can a 12-year-old come up with a lie like that, a big ass lie like that? That's not something small. You can just say, okay, children lie. We get it, children lie. But this is a big ass lie that she told that could have had major consequences, you know, for doing this shit. Then on top of that, you race baiting at the same time. You know, the shit crazy hell. But they're gonna link y'all. Y'all go take a look at it. Get y'all thoughts on it. And I am out of here. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. For those of you who are gonna watch this later, share your thoughts on what you think about this. Should this tradition be allowed to be broken? Not just here in Memphis, high school, period. And I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.